Welcome to today's Quirky Chronicles, your daily peek into the world's strangest and most surprising news. Let's uncover the odd, the wild, and the stories you won't hear anywhere else.
The haunted village with the mysterious bell sounds. On June 7, a spooky story was shared online about a small village in England. People in the village heard church bells ringing by themselves, even when no one was there to ring them. Even stranger, old music records started playing all on their own, and some people said they felt or saw a ghost-like presence, like someone was there, but no one could be seen. The story was talked about on a paranormal podcast, a radio show about ghosts and strange things, and on websites where people love to talk about scary mysteries, but big TV news didn't talk about it. It stayed as a creepy internet mystery. So, was it a ghost? Or just a weird wind? No one knows, and that makes it even spookier. On May 28, 2025, the local Memphis weekly newspaper, the Memphis Flyer, shared a fun and very weird news story about 3 strange events that happened in the city. Number 1. The poop pants criminal. Someone was in the middle of committing a crime, right here in Memphis, but during the crime they accidentally pooped in their pants. Yes, you heard that right. Police caught them, and they were very embarrassed. This silly moment was so strange and so funny that people could not help to laugh when they heard about it. Number 2. Next, a much darker story. A poisoned coworker. At a workplace in Memphis, a coworker had added something harmful to their food or drink. This led to a serious investigation. This story reminded everyone that not all weird news is funny. Some are dangerous and scary. Number 3. And then there's the space-shaking volcano. It caused a huge shake, almost like it shook outer space. It was likely a strange, powerful earthquake near the volcano. It was so intense it got everyone talking. Can you imagine the ground rumbling like that? Wild. So, why do these stories hit so hard? Well, these kinds of stories are too odd for big news channels, so they usually stay under the radar. That is why the Memphis Flyer shared them in its News of the Weird column, because they are a mix of scary, funny, and almost unbelievable events. Here is the lesson, folks. Real life can be stranger than fiction, so keep your ears open. You never know what weird news might come your way. Mystery fish with human-like teeth. On June 4th, a strange and creepy photo was shared on Reddit in a group called Oddly Terrifying. It showed a fish that had teeth that looked just like human teeth. The fish was caught near a remote island in the Pacific Ocean, and people who lived nearby said it was a rare species. But don't worry, it is not a sea monster. Scientists say this fish is likely a pacu, a cousin of the piranha, found in South America. It eats fruits and nuts, and its flat teeth help it chew. That is why they look like ours. Or a sheep's head fish, found in the Atlantic Ocean, with strong square teeth used for crushing shells. The photo looked scary because of the fish's smile. People online were saying, "It looks like it is about to talk." Another person joked, "That is not a fish, that is my uncle on his beach holiday." The story was not shared on big TV news, but it became popular on Reddit and other websites. Pleased, where people love weird ocean stories. Elephant rescues a drowning gazelle at the zoo. On June 8th, something heartwarming and amazing happened at a zoo in Guatemala City. A young gazelle, a gentle animal with long legs and small horns, accidentally fell into deep water. It was scared and struggling to get out. It couldn't swim well. Then something incredible happened. An elephant saw the gazelle in danger and rushed over to help. Using its long trunk like a big nose arm, the elephant gently reached out and tried to lift the gazelle out of the water. It took a few careful tries, but the elephant didn't give up. Finally, the gazelle was pulled to safety. It quickly ran back to its family, safe and dry. The elephant quietly walked away, like a true gentle hero. A visitor recorded the whole thing on video, and when people saw it online, they were touched and amazed. Everyone said, "This is so beautiful. Even animals care about each other." That elephant is a real hero. The video became viral on social media like Instagram, Reddit, and X, formerly Twitter. It was shared by animal lovers and kind people all around the world. Big TV news channels didn't cover it much, but the internet loved it. What did we learn? Even animals can show kindness, courage, and compassion. This elephant didn't just walk by, it chose to care. Scientists use AI to understand how wolves talk. On June 3, a fascinating science story was shared on X by IFL Science. It explained how scientists used AI, a smart computer, to study how wolves howl, the long "awoo" sound they make. Here is what happened. Scientists gave the AI many recordings of wolf howls. The AI listened closely and found that wolves don't howl randomly. Instead, their howls follow patterns, almost like a secret language. This means wolves may be talking to each other in ways we did not fully understand before. The research was shared on a science podcast and social media. It became popular among animal lovers and science fans. Why this is special. AI can now help us understand how animals communicate. It can be used to track and study wild wolves without hurting or tagging them. It shows that wolves may be smarter and more social than we thought. Big news channels did not cover it much, but the story became popular online, especially in science circles. It was picked up by IFL Science, the Colossal Foundation, Tomorrow's World Today, and shared by researchers and wildlife groups. She can read English, but can't speak it. On June 1st, a bizarre medical mystery came from China, shared by Oddity Central on X. Here is what happened. A 24-year-old woman who had been fluent in English had a sudden health problem during class. After this, she could still read and understand English, but she could not speak a single English word. She could still speak Mandarin and Cantonese, her regular languages, perfectly fine. Doctors did some quick scans and found a tiny issue in the part of her brain that helps with speaking. Nothing too serious, and they were able to treat it right away. With a little help from the doctors, her English voice came back and was able to go back to studying abroad. Why this is special? It's extremely rare to lose only one language while keeping others, like keeping Mandarin but losing English. It surprised doctors and became an online medical mystery. Even though major TV news did not cover it, online science and oddity sites talked about it a lot. What did we learn? The brain has different parts for each language we speak. A small issue can affect just one language, like a switch turning off. With quick help, it can be fixed, just like restarting a computer. It's a reminder that our brains are amazing, and recovery is possible. How a smart toothbrush caught a cheating husband. This is a real story from the UK that happened in June 2025. A woman had a smart electric toothbrush at home. She used its phone app to check how well her kids were brushing their teeth. The toothbrush app shows the exact time and day someone brushes. But one day, she saw something strange in the app. Her husband's brushing time showed up at 10:48 in the morning on Fridays, when he was supposed to be at work. She thought, why is he brushing his teeth at home on Friday mornings? This happened again and again, so she became suspicious. She called a private investigator, someone whose job is to find the truth, and he helped her discover what was really going on. The husband was not going to work on Fridays. He was bringing another woman to their home when no one else was there. The toothbrush app had been recording his brushing times, and that's how the wife found out he was cheating. The private investigator said, "Even a toothbrush can tell the truth. Data doesn't lie." This story surprised and shocked people. It became very popular online on websites like Reddit and X, formerly Twitter. News websites like India Today, Hindustan Times, ABP Live, and Vice all reported on it. Moral of the story: even small things like a smart toothbrush can reveal big secrets when you're not careful.
If you enjoyed this dive into the world's weirdest news, like and subscribe for your daily dose of epic adventures.